Greetings everyone. My name is Vishnu Sanya, and this is my third quarter improvement that will begin from July and it will last to September, 3 months, July, August, September. And let me first talk about what I did in my second quarter. So this is what I plan to focus on. That was my physical improvement. That was to increase my physical strength and stamina. I plan to do body weight exercises. This is the basic body weight lifting. For biceps, I have regular. For triceps, diamond push-up. For for shoulders, I have decline push-ups, chest, plank, and these are the exercises which I plan to do, but I didn't. I did it for a few days, and I did it for the most part. Next was the part of punching bag. As you can see, right behind my back is the punching bag. That is to build that strength, that mindset, to face challenges, to be disciplined, to be consistent, to have fixed focus, to have concentration. Next was eating dry fruits, figs, almonds, dates, etc. These eating them, it sharpens the mind. Next is the protein-rich food. Of course, after doing all of these exercises, you need protein so that your muscles are uh, repairing and they are growing. So this is why one requires protein-rich food. So this is for physical strength and stamina. Next comes the part of mental improvement. And here comes the part of self-definition. Self-definition is very important. Affirmations. These are the sets of words which you listen. You can create a song, just like you are, as I have said, that discard all virtual source of triggers. What does that really mean? That is, it is to stay away from the contents like movies, songs, anything that triggers you emotionally, virtually, which is not real. And one can change the subconscious through repetition of words. Next comes the part of meditation, unbiased observation of thoughts and emotions. We are used to creating our lives unconsciously, and we have same pattern of thoughts. One has to recognize the same pattern of thoughts, the emotions that comes out of those thoughts, and the habit, the constant work which we do out of that. Next comes the part of 21 days habit, 90 days lifestyle, and habit building. As I said, discarding virtual source of emotional triggers, songs, movies, games, novels, stories, etc., source of entertainment. What one should be doing here is that a person is going out, being an extrovert person, and talking to other people, especially to opposite gender, to women, talking them, having one day date with them, or going out on any adventurous trip. Next was the part of mastering sexual urge, self-control. I didn't did this part of discarding virtual source of emotional triggers. Next is the part of mastering sexual urge and self-control. So in this part, I didn't did it. I did recover from porn addiction for the most part. And this is really an age where a person needs to have a girlfriend with whom you are actually having sex with. And there are various other things. The first thing is that the problem with mastering your sexual urge is that when you didn't have something, let's say, how do I say this? Let's say you want some toy, and maybe I'm not giving the perfect example here. What I really mean to say is that once you experience, if you didn't experience anything, it seems so big to you. But once you are going to experience it, it will not seem so much big to you. So this is how this is how this sexuality is for me. As I am a virgin guy who never had sex with anyone, any woman, I am a straight guy, and so this is difficult for me. That is true. The sexual energy, it is normal in every guy, every woman, and at an age like this, you need to have sex. You need to have a girlfriend, someone with whom you have planned to get married, and well, this is this part. There is whole signs of sexuality from various positions, and Kama Sutra is a book. It is the science and art of lovemaking. I haven't read it, but I know about it. Next was the keeping objects in their places, maintaining order and cleanliness in the room. This is something that I did. Next is next is the part of making my own bed after waking up. I did this part, drinking my warm water after waking up. This is also important. I didn't did this. It is actually to help you uh, refresh in the morning. Brushing my teeth every night. I didn't did this. I was not consistent. Healthy food habits, letting go of tea. I didn't. In fact, I started having even more tea than normal. Healthy food habits, eating food around 7 p.m. Now, this is something which I failed once again. So this is how my physical mental improvement was. And when it's come to gardening, home gardening, kitchen gardening, I believe not only it does good to the environment, but it also helps a person to have a very calm mind. Uh, Staying around nature is good. Touching soil with your hand, and it is really good. But I didn't did this. I didn't make a video on YouTube. I did grow ladyfinger, bhindi, okra, and tomato. These are two very easily grown vegetables. So now let's come to this my third quarter improvement. My my improvement goals will remain the same as that of earlier, and in the part of physical improvement, I will be doing all of this, mental improvement, all of this which I didn't do, and this will be it for my third quarter. When it comes to my career and relationship, as you would have seen that in my the very first, I should say, picture, it is actually a logo. My future plan, my dream is to be the CEO. My dream is to be the CEO and founder of my own company, CEO, CTO, founder of my own company. And that self mastery and success, it is the special logo which the CEO, the man who will be leading my company, will have to wear it. It is a symbol that a person is willing to make effort, become the best guy that is going to lead the company. And right now, I have not even registered my logo as a trademark in the IP website, IP India website. And now let's talk about my career. as I am already a mechatronics engineer and I have interest in mechatronics, robotics, and AI. So these are all of the job roles that I plan to develop. I have written down for computer vision. These are actually all of the skills, all of the tools and techniques, knowledge which one needs to have in order to get a job as a computer vision engineer. Next comes the part of machine learning engineer. Uh, I have written down for only these two roles as of now. I have interest, as I have said, I have interest in mechatronics, robotics, and AI. So I plan to develop a very strong corporate career profile in these job roles. And next is the part of humor and robotics. This is the thing about the future that in future we will be using humor and robotics. Humor and robotics will be working. These are the humanoid robots that are developed by our country, and this is the abroad development. So I basically plan to learn about this. I have interest in it. Next comes the part of AI skill development, AI and machine learning. So I did make my first video in this quarter of hands-on machine learning with scikit-learn, Keras, and TensorFlow, and I am in the process of making my second video as well. I have also created my own website, peacepersania.com. I'm actually trying to build my portfolio there, my portfolio for all of these job roles as well as my own online content store. So it is developing, it is in process, and I hope to make this in this quarter. When it comes to my business, I plan to start a nursery business in this quarter. But I didn't did it. I did design the advertisement part, but I didn't started it. And even still as of now, I graduated in 2021, and in these 3 years I didn't earn. And money is really important thing. So next comes the part of relationship. Uh, when you will see the logo, it has self mastery and success written there. Self mastery is when I become the perfect guy, and success is when I will have relationship. I will have the perfect girl that I desire, that I want, and my career. One thing, this is all that all a person needs. That is, if you are a guy watching this, the only two things that you will be mocked at or made fun at by your parents, by your family members, by your society, by your neighbors is the part of your career. These are actually the only two things that matters in a person's life. You will have your girlfriend, the only woman which whom you can talk to, who will understand you, and next will be the part of career, what you do for a living. So, how do you find your girlfriend? Well, there are dating apps. You go and build and make a profile and just message them, message women who you like, or maybe if you are interested in a one-day date, you just swipe every girl right and tell them, be clear with your intention that I just want a one-day date and then later forward you. This is something which I did. In fact, I have made my account on Tinder, on dating apps such as Boo, and there are actually four ISL, and there was one more I didn't Bumble. Be who you are in your dating application. This is the only advice that I will give. I am not a guy who is very experienced in dating women. I am not a guy who has maybe like who has dated a lot of women, who is very good with women, who knows that how to talk to a woman in a way that once you talk to her, she will be the one to message you and you wouldn't. So there are many there are many strategies which a person uses, but I will say don't listen to anyone. Just be who you are. You will get the right girl for you. You don't need to change yourself to be accepted by any other woman. You need to be yourself. If you desire the best girl, you become the best. And this is how you will get the best girl. So I try to, I have in fact I have a perfect girlfriend requirement, and I have created a video for that. Check that video out. My two greatest concerns, women and career. Next is approaching women through mutual relationship. Now, if one has female friends, you can ask them for help. That if she has any good-looking, beautiful young female with whom you can, with whom she can introduce you, then you can have one day date with them, getting to know them. If they are right for you, then you ask them for a relationship. And if they say yes, that's great. If they say no, you move on to the other goals. Do not beg anyone in life. I am a guy who has quite did this, and I have quite disrespected myself for this, and I didn't plan to do this any longer. So this is how you try to find your perfect girl. The very first thing which every guy will look at, and which every girl knows, it is the part of beauty. That is their physical attractiveness. How do they look? Next is the part of their virginity status, that whether they had physical relationship with any other guy. And if that is, if you are fine with it, I'm someone who isn't fine with it. But if I really do tell that I'm not fine with it, then a woman has the chance of lying in order to be accepted. In fact, we lie in order to be accepted. And this is something which is very common. And as I have always said, honesty in life is the best policy. If I didn't said it in my previous two videos, now I'm saying it. Honesty in life is the best policy. Next is the part of mechatronics, robotics, and AI professionals. That is, in order, there are various job hunting profiles such as LinkedIn, where you can get connected to mechatronics, robotics, and where one can get connected to other professionals who are working in their life, who are having a similar interest. And I have interest in mechatronics, robotics, and AI. So getting to know them, working with them, and for the most part, everything just depends upon you. It is at the end you yourself are the one who is going to make effort and build your career, build your life, build your perfect life, getting a big house and high salary and a great woman. What else will you be wanting? Of course, I haven't include the part of parents and your family members. And this is actually a thing that you would be a person would be most comfortable with their partner. And this is it for this month. I will try to get I will try to get my perfect life, that is to find the perfect girl and focus my career on mechatronics, robotics, and AI professionals. And my next year I will be giving my first attempt on civil service and forest service, and my second attempt in engineering service and gates. And I hope to score a gates. I hope to have a perfect score in gates. And a man is built by his own efforts. It is at the end a man. I'm going to be the one to be putting efforts. That is to actually wake up at 4 a.m. and then study in a precise way and with a strategy. that is to study, having a result in mind and not getting attached to a result, but focusing on the efforts. And this is it for this month. This is pretty much it. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day. Bye bye.